Hello, I'm Victor, and this is Online Literature Class. In our last lesson, we learned about the three genres of literature, which are poetry, prose, and drama. We learned that poetry is an imaginative and creative literary writing that is written in verses and stanzas. It is a genre of literature that is characterized by features like meter, verse, stanza, rhyme, rhythm, etc., etc. We also learned that drama is a branch of literature that involves the imitation of human action on a stage. And finally, we learned that prose is a narrative literary writing that tells a story following a normal pattern of speech. In today's lesson and the subsequent lessons that we'll be having in the coming days, we'll be looking at the features of literature. We'll be looking at the features of literature. And today in particular, we'll be looking at some three features of literature, which are diction, plot, and themes. We'll be looking at diction, plot, and themes. Now let's get down to it. Diction can be defined as the deliberately selected words used in a composition of a literary work. Diction can be defined as the deliberately selected words used in a composition of a literary work. Now, diction are those words that a writer uses to pass a message in his or her literary work. And diction actually differ with time and place. Diction differ with time and place. For example, a literary text of the classical age will differ with a literary work of the modern age in terms of diction. And also, a literary work of a European origin will definitely differ with a literary work that is of African origin. So, diction differ in terms of time and place. The next feature of literature that we'll be looking at is plot. Plot can be defined as the arrangement of events and incidences in a literary work. Plot is the arrangement of events and incidences in a literary work. Now, in prose, for example, plot development is done in five ways. We have the exposition level, which serves as the introductory part of the prose work. And then we have the complication level, which serves as the beginning of disagreement, confusion, and complications in a literary work. Then the climax, which is the greatest and intense moment in a literary work. It serves as that point that gets you hooked because things are complicated at that level and it becomes so interesting that it's hard to drop. Then, after climax, we move down to anticlimax, which marks the beginning of the unwinding of complicated situations or resolving of complicated matters. And then, after anticlimax, is the final position, which is the resolution level, where everything comes to an end in that prose work. In the other genres of literature, these levels may have different names. However, we use that of prose to illustrate what plot development is all about. The next feature of literature that we're going to look at today is theme. Theme can be defined as the lesson or message derived from a literary work. Theme can be defined as the lesson or the message derived from a literary work. Anytime person picks a literary work, either a poem, a play, or a novel, which is the equivalent of poetry, prose, and drama, one learns a lesson or derives a message. Now, these lessons and these messages are what we refer to as themes in literature. That brings us to the end of today's class. In summary, we have learned that diction is the deliberately selected words used in composing a literary work. We also learned that plot is the arrangement of events and activities in a literary work. And finally, we learned that themes are the lessons or the messages derived from a literary work. Thank you for viewing. Please like and share, and you can do well by leaving your questions and comments in the comment section. See you in our next class. I'm Victor. Bye.